know your take on new education policy 2020. What do you have to say, and what are your opinions on this new education policy?
Well, the new education policy is still, it has come out as a draft right now. It has been introduced to the public. Uh, I feel it, whatever components are there, they are going to benefit our younger generation a lot, no doubt in that. But after 34 years of waiting, I think this is a welcome gesture from the government to have this kind of an education policy, which is more suitable to our country right now, because it's going to benefit the younger generation, as India is going towards becoming a superpower now. So I would say superpower, because despite of all our problems, India is on the higher side of development. So I would hope for the superpower status soon. And with this new education policy, I think our younger generation will be better equipped to take charge, to take lead as future leaders in guiding our country and taking our country to further heights. The main components which I have noticed in this is, as everybody is aware, everybody has read the new concept. The things which I have particularly picked out, I'll be talking about that. There has not been much take for children with special needs in this draft. That is the thing which is missing out a bit, I feel. And in regards to the higher education, I think this is a welcome thing, where the students have the freedom to opt for their own subjects, and take it on a freedom base. Like, they do not have to stick to that 3-year degree. They do not have to regularize. Like, if a youth is planning to leave first year, he never used to have anything in his hand. Now this is very excellent, that at least he's going to get a certificate credit for that. And same with diploma, a degree and an honors degree. This is very, very good for the youth, for their mental and emotional comfort. Because India being a country with diverse culture, there are so many incidents of children dropping out, whether it is a school, whether it is a college. There are many factors which compel them to drop out. They can be socio-economic, they can be mental, they can be emotional reasons. So this is a very good point in our new education policy, where the students have the facility, the freedom to, whatever they have studied, they're at least getting a certificate for that, accordingly, whatever years they have pursued. And they're also getting credit to rejoin later, and multiple choices as such, which is related to the Western education system. And the best thing is, I feel this is a great opportunity. Once the new education policy is introduced, e-learning I mean, in combination with this education policy, will be a big hit. Because I have seen that during this pandemic time, all Western universities, whether it is in America, whether it is in Australia, and some private institutes in India, private universities like Ashoka University, Shiv Nadar University, Amity University, beautifully adopted to online courses, online examinations. Even in National Law Schools have conducted their final year exams on online, giving assessments and all that. So the beautification, the combination of e-learning along with this new education policy is going to turn a new leaf, and development will be much, much better. Education will be much easier, and learning will be multi dimensional, and choice will be, collaborative learning will be there, which is a good thing. And there is freedom maximum. The best thing is, there is a lot of freedom offered to the student to choose subjects, to choose degrees, to choose institutes. And time, whatever time a student is investing, that is honored, that is given, acknowledgement is given to that, which makes me very happy as a counselor, as an educationist, as a parent. So I think these are the things I would like to share about the new education policy. Other than this, at the school level, I think if whatever is prescribed in the draft policy, if that can be introduced successfully, practically, I think that is the best thing that can happen. But that will come in phases. and I think it will take a lot of time. I read an article where it was mentioned that at least 20 years, by 2040, the full thing can be implemented. So I think we have to wait and watch. And I think before introducing this, we need lot of preparation at this ground level, like school level, parents, students, institutes. And I think it is high time that universities, colleges, and schools should collaborate with e-learning companies. Like eSiksha is offering wonderful courses, wonderful program. I think it is high time that our institutes take it take an active step and make it a partner in their educative program, so that in future, if anything like this happens, we are not in a panic situation. We already have solution ready for our children, and nothing can be anticipated in this world, so being prepared is the best thing we can do. So this is a learning lesson for all of us, that anything and everything can happen at any time. So we need to prepare ourselves to face the challenges, especially when it concerns our younger generation.
Yeah, thank you so much, madam, for your views. Actually, the point which you said that we should be prepared for anything and everything, that is to sum up with your all the views which you have expressed, and you have also focused on the like there is nothing for special child. So these 2 points I can give out of this. My next